because we've got some wonderful Club Random. This is Club Random with, and maybe you guys will recognize these people, The Guys We Fucked podcast. Ew, millennial cringe. Do we have a picture of these Guys We Fucked people?
Let's see.
Guys We Fucked pod. Now, you might recognize them from fighting with Louis J. Gomez very early.
What about the abortion fight with Sam the cooking guy?
Yes, remember that? So there are these girls here. Why is this never letting me? Google Images has become unusable. Here they are, the Guys We Fucked, Christina Hutchinson and Corinne Fisher, both overweight. She's morbidly obese, this Corinne Fisher. So this photo is really, this is like the Poor Osos t-shirt. This is very false advertising for her. Right? Wait till you see what this one looks like on Bill Maher's show. Right now, that looks like a regular woman. Okay, so wait till you see them on Bill Maher. And of course, Bill Maher wore his coolest clothes to talk to them. Now, yeah, these guys got in a big fight with Louis J. Gomez earlier in the day. I don't remember the details of that. But they're real big bitches. I am not okay with these two. On any level, these Guys We Fucked, and what a cringe millennial title for a podcast, right? Those days came and went, right? Guys We Fucked as a title, that is like Stanley Cup level.
You should change it.
You guys should change that because that's pretty millennial, and you guys are some out of it boomer millennials. You'll see this, but wait, Bill Maher's dressed up. He's ready for action. He's on a hip date. Now, the date doesn't go too well because this thing ends in 40 minutes flat. 40 minutes. They just got there. They didn't even finish their first drink in the time that they were there. I think Bill got a little sick of them. Let's see what happens.
Every single situation under the umbrella of sexuality, dating, and relationships that you could possibly think of.
So look at her. This is what she looks like, that girl that we were just looking at. This big mope, and this is the whole attitude. You see this face? This is the attitude she brought to the whole show. She just sat there moping, letting this
blue lighting.
And that is a spot. I know people call her this all the time, but this might mean you stop leaning into it. This is a spot on sideshow, and they all call you sideshow. So what do you just keep doing it instead of unsideshowing yourself? You can't go full sideshow and then be like, oh, I don't care that anyone calls me sideshow. Because I'm sure they're calling you that every day. Now, look at these dresses. Look at this lump of shit. I want to let you know, you are New York's sewage. Really? And this goes out to any girl in New York that's complaining about men while they're 41 years old and that all men suck. You are the sewage underneath the street.
They like living alone.
Oh, they love living alone, these two. Yeah, and all men suck, and they would never even go on a date with a guy anymore because of how shitty the guys are. It might have something to do with you, miss. They're outrageously horrendous, these two.
But not to Bill.
But not to Bill. Bill likes them. Let's see.
Run out of things to talk about. There's so much.
Club Random.
Do we know everything? We really don't. But there's something there. There is just way more to mind, body, health.
Wow.
Hello.
How are you? What a
Because
pleasure.
in my den of iniquity.
Hi.
Hi.
That's a great name. Hi, nice
How
to
are
meet
you?
you.
Great. Corinne.
This is the most magical
Christina.
place I've ever been.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. No, really.
I really mean it.
Is he doing any touch? He gave him a hug.
I don't think you're being facetious.
No, my inner child.
No, I love this.
Christina's not sarcastic like that.
It's why I did it. Why I'd be here anyway.
I think you figured out life.
Definitely haven't done
So Bill's got on his Dusk Till Dawn collection. This is where he lays back, and he's actually got a button that makes a gun shoot out of his crotch and start killing the vampire. Remember the guy with the flip-up gun in his crotch? He's wearing that outfit. That's why he's always sitting like that. He got what's called dressed up. There is. This is date night Bill. He's wearing his,
I like it when he tucks in his tea and puts on a little belt.
This is Sunset Strip.
Yeah.
He's ready for the Sunset. You hop in a convertible, just cruise. Sunset Strip all the way to the left, Sunset Strip all the way to the right. and over again till you end up at, I don't know, the Rainbow Room, upstairs bar, which is just 2 seats. That's where my table is, by the way. If you go to the Rainbow Room, go to the highest level bar on the 4th floor. There is an attic. Flip that table over. You'll see that used to be my spot. Whenever I went to the Rainbow Room in the 80s, 90s, that was my table. No matter who was sitting there, they'd usher them away. They'd let me come in, and it was me, Motley, Aerosmith would sit around. It was me, Motley, and Aerosmith. And I would say, guys, ain't this the life?
Bill was just pounding Whitney on that cushion back there.
Oh, yeah, he was.
No,
I will give you a blow. What?
Behind the stripper pole, that one.
Oh, this one. So I will give you a blowjob and a Kegel. That's where Whitney opened her wacky legs. Okay, so Bill's got champagne on ice for these women. He's in his hot date night glasses. I got to get some shades like this for night. And then, of course, he's got his watch. This shirt is nice, too. That's like silk. A nice white. Okay, let's see what happens.
Have kids.
Yeah.
Work hard. Let your inner child play for the rest of your days.
Well, I figured out life for me. I mean, everybody's different, right? I mean, that formula, you're right. They kind of like sum me up, but that formula wouldn't work for everybody,
I guess not, but
no.
The society's very like, hey, have kids. Society pressures.
Just giving you an intro.
You two never gonna have kids, and
I might. I have to meet somebody to want to procreate with, but I would.
Yeah.
I would. I heard being pregnant.
So you don't
want to
just have a turkey baster and a.
Okay.
No, but you know what?
I mean, because like
skip ahead a little bit here. Now that we've seen the intro here, go to maybe 3:30.
Yes.
Oh, 3:30. All right, let's see. What is Bill going to talk about here? Let's see. I think we're going to learn something new about Bill, and I love learning about his private life.
Same.
We don't get enough of that on Real Time. And we're going to hear, we've heard so many tips from him, like his tips for music. He doesn't listen to any music except Saviors by Green Day.
He only watches movies in 20-minute chunks.
So he won't watch a 2-hour movie. He puts on a movie, watches 20 minutes of it, puts it away, comes back a few days later, another 20 minutes. This is real. We've learned about, his eating and drinking habits and a lot about his life. I think we're going to hear
his favorite snack is Baruca Nut.
Favorite snack, Baruca Nuts, which I ate proudly on the show. I love I'm addicted to those Baruca Nuts now. Baruca, tired or not. All right, let's see what happens here.
That's why we're here.
Like throwing that back to the...
We're here for this. We love gossip.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, wait, I need to know.
Back to the...
We're here.
Okay. What is her name? Stewie, what is her? Roadshow? Did you know that this shot of your disgusting chubby legs was going to be in the... did you know that? Because you tried to slim yourself into this dress. I bet you're tricking every guy in Dime Square in the night. And then I'm seeing an angle here that I would shoot myself if they had my legs on tape like this. Your legs look disgusting. And by the way, look at you over here. Well, that actually slims you, this shot from way above here. But you ain't looking good at all. And the dresses you're wearing.
Necklace might tie everything.
Can you put a necklace to cover your
necklace-less.
disgusting Milky Whites? Just disgusting. When I see this fat shoved into this boot, I go, who do you think you're fooling? Your legs are huge.
I mean, Bill shouldn't be shooting. So they sit down thinking this is probably just a nice 2-camera shot from their shoulders up.
Can someone edit this shot?
Literally a camera and every
they have no
angle,
idea.
Every
he
corner,
does them dirty.
360 view of you.
Can we get somebody to edit this where the gun pops up and shoots them in the face? From his crotch? Dusk till dawn gun crotch.
Shoots them
Look
in
that
the face
up.
with a paintball.
Bullets, please. Okay, watch this. Good part coming
for
up.
For this. We love
gossip. They're talking, they love gossip. Okay.
That's why we're here.
Like throwing that back to the...
We're here for this. We love gossip.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah, gossip is fun. I love gossip. I want to know what Justin Bieber eats.
You know what?
It distracts you from your inner pain, too.
I know all the gossip and always have, and people find that very odd. There's like, don't you read all the time? Yeah, I read the Inquirer, I read the Globe, I read the Star.
He reads the Inquirer. He reads The Globe? Let me hear that again.
I know all the gossip and always have, and people find that very odd. You know, there's don't you read all the time? Yeah, I read the Inquirer, I read the Globe, I read the Star, and I read Us every fucking week, and I have for years.
Sweet.
And when
And Star.
Absolutely. And I've had since the 80s. When I get on a plane...
So, I take my advice from him. Now, I'm not sure who you get your advice from. Maybe Joe Rogan. I get my advice from him. I started eating Baruch nuts for him. I started cutting. You see, every time, instead of stamping out my joint, I simply cut it nicely. I learned that from him. I learned grope. Every time I see a woman, I reach out, grab their fucking legs and their knees. I hold on. And now I've traded in the stupid, retarded iPhone, and I read these. In Touch, again, $53 every 4 days on this. And to tell you the truth, each one of these kind of has the same stories. So I'm kind of getting ripped off
But
here.
you gotta see, there might be some differences.
They're not.
In takes,
They're actually.
different opinions.
No. I was skimming through these to do show prep. They're almost identical, actually, the stories. Surprisingly. Oh, who is this? Is this Hailey Bieber? Oh, I love Hailey Bieber. Oh, my God. She's getting wider in her midsection. I want her to know. It's in a picture of her. She is doing a widening. Alec Baldwin went through one of the most severe widenings of mankind. Look at Alec Baldwin from Beetlejuice. He was 39 there. There's no reason for him to change his body. Now, cut to him at 42. He's as wide as a Kanye shirt. Hailey Bieber, Haley Amato, is actually widening as well, and I wonder how long Justin Bieber will put up with that before he says no.
We've seen go through Selena widening.
Widen, of course. Ooh, popcorn night here, showing you some bags here. This is get ready for the Oscars, and then of course, Down to Earth. Vinny takes public transportation. So yeah, that's Jersey Shores. Vinny. Guadino, it's good to see him again.
They're saying that he's down to earth because he took the subway.
That's what it says.
It's just
I'm just sharing the gossip. This is the same gossip he knows about. Me and him are reading the same thing.
Downey Jr. taking
suited for. Let's do a suited for each other. Can we do a suited for each other?
Yes.
Suited for each other. Suited for each other. On Valentine's Day, Jerry O'Connell posted a pic of his wife Rebecca Romaine. Oh, hubba. Wearing a one-piece bikini with bathing suit with his face on it, suited for each other.
That's good.
That concludes suited for each other, and it's Rebecca Romaine and Jerry O'Connell. And I used to have the hots for that Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
I had the hots for Jerry O'Connell. Remember Kangaroo Jack?
Well, I hope that's not true, because he was in a movie also called Brain Scanners. That I saw with my grandpa, and that was a big bomb. Brain Scanners. Oh, here she is, Jessica Biel. She's a Pisces here. And you could take the Jessica Biel quiz to the right here. And this is what Bill is reading. I just want to let you know, this is where he gets his new... Oh, this is good. See, this is what you're not getting on Twitter. This is Terry Crews.
What I'm into.
Terry Crews, in honor of his partnership with Natural, Terry Crews opens up about life using America's #1 sleep aid, plus spills on other personal gotta-haves. And there's Terry Crews as the Joker. Okay, this is really what Bill's reading. I bought this as a fucking drugstore gag. I always like to do a gag on the way to the show. We heard this is where he gets his news from. I said, I gotta parody that on the show. And I hope now that it's all coming together, you figured out that is like the curse. It's just as good as the writing and the curse on Redbar. Okay, watch this. Guys.
Absolutely. And I've had since the 80s.
Go back 5 more
Wait,
seconds.
so this explains how he's so much of a dipshit. This explains how he's so much of a dipshit. I love celebrity signs. These are a gold mine, actually. Like, everything in here is so retarded. Let's go to Star. Hugh's Lonely Hearts Tour, and this is Daddy Nature, and of course we're talking about Hugh Jackman, and this is just a day in the life of Wolverine and
The Greatest Showman,
the Magician. There is Hugh Jackman. I've always been a big star of his. Let's see here. Nobody of note there. I'm noticing a lot of these guys, their careers started a long time ago in this magazine. I'm not seeing any viral. No, I'm not seeing any TikTokers. I'm seeing a lot of these black. See, this is what I call a nominee. You see this here? These black actresses that are flooding daytime TV now.
Isn't that Kelly Rowland?
Oh, okay, well, Kelly Rowland, I mean. Okay, and then, of course, What a Dame. Here's the last one. No, we'll do Hitting the Pavement. I like Hitting the Pavement. So this is Julianne Moore. She is listening to her AirPods during a stroll in the Big Apple. She says, my family life is incredibly important to me. I want to be with them as much as I can. That is Hitting the Pavement, which is a section here.
Nice.
In the show. In the Star. So this is what Bill reads, and this is what his mind is filled with, and that's where he gets his political news probably too. Half of these magazines are joke like the National Enquirer it's got like an alien on the front cover. Alien corpse found. He's like, this is really, I mean, that's probably why he's turning on the left. He'll see like, oh, wait till you hear what he says about this.
Get on a plane Saturday morning sometimes, if it's all the way back east, after I worked a full week here, edutating America on real time. Thank you. And I'm going out to fucking Cincinnati or someplace to do stand-up. I'm not happy to be up in the morning.
Who is?
Not me.
I'm not happy to be on the plane, even though it's mine.
You own it?
I never bought it. I could have. I always, yeah. You don't want to own a plane. It's too. There's too much. Then everything is your problem.
Right. It's similarly to a boat, how like docking it becomes a whole financial.
Even worse, because you have to clear. You'd have to pilot. So
similar to a moat, she said. Look at that. I can't stand this look. I really can't. And they're both utter bitches, too. They're the meanest bitches you'll ever meet. Can I get a word with you two, please? I would love a word with you publicly.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. I'm here to take them down.
Your problem.
Listen to this.
Right.
Parking it. You just can't park it anywhere.
Right. All these logistics.
Fuel. Landing rights.
Landing rights. Oh,
of course, you can't just take off and land. It's not like a fucking limousine. You have.
Yeah.
So.
Which is also a really cool vehicle. I use a limo every day to get to the show. The Elixir. It's white. It's a stretch. $69 gets you from here to O'Hare. And I do, everywhere I go in town, I arrive in a limo. It's that cheap now. It's very hard to find, too. They try to send you a Lincoln Town Card. That is not a limo. A limo means I'm sitting backwards, drinking cans of ice-cold Coke.
Anyway, point being, I don't want to read the fucking newspaper at that hour. That's my guilty pleasure. And I've had people actually celebrities try to shame me, like, you shouldn't patronize that. They show pictures of our children.
Rags. Well, he reads these rags.
It's not fair. And lots of things in life are not fair for different sets of people in different circumstances.
Oh.
This is your cross to bear. We all have something.
That's the celebrity injustice.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. This is your thing.
Right.
And then what do they say?
How about we stick some camera crews outside of Bill Maher's house and document every day, every minute of his life, see how
we should make Bill Weekly.
Bill Weekly, a magazine. I'll hire 100 photographers to come outside your doorstep every morning. You said that's no big deal to Kanye and Kim. Now thank them.
Did you guys know that there's an episode of Club Random with Kanye on it that he won't post?
Bill claims, Bill Maher, just like me, I got an episode with Kanye here. I refuse to play it. And I got an email about that today that said, Mike, stop saying Kanye's anti-Semitic. I have never called him that. If anything, all he's doing is spreading truths. Let's get that right. You know, I don't know what kind of mixed up AI filth you probably saw in a clip, but none of that is true. I stand with Kanye. I stand with Albania on that one. Now, yes, I would like... Bill Maher claims he did an episode with Kanye at Club Random, and he refuses to show it because that guy is an a-hole. I don't know. Maybe he's lying about it. I would love to... I bet it's one of these boring Kanye interviews from before.
How could... There's no way. How could it be boring?
Well, Joe Rogan's Kanye interviews are pretty boring.
Even if it was just Bill's reactions.
Yeah, I guess it could. Yeah, it's got to be amazing. So, Bill, release the tapes. We are begging you.
Or at least put it on streaming, charge $20 a pop.
And you know what sucks? You can't get a word to Bill. There's no way. Like, you could comment on everything he is. He doesn't read that.
If you could get your note published in Us Weekly.
Oh, my God. How much does it cost to get an ad in the Globe? Dear Bill Maher, open letter to Bill Maher, we take out a full-page ad.
And explain to him why he has to release it.
The Kanye episode and a couple other things I'd like to say. Ooh, Trump. Ooh. This orange fuck.
Oh, Trumpster fire. I thought they'd be on his side.
Oh, no. This orange monster. And then, here's another monster for you here.
Who's that?
Brown monster.
Jeez.
Okay, he's going to say some more stuff about the Globe.
Thing.
That's the celebrity injustice.
I'm so sorry. This is your thing.
Right.
And then what do
Want
they
to hear
say?
some other people's things? Because everybody's got some.
Yeah,
This is your one. It
worse ones.
sucks. Sorry, life sucks. I'm not going to stop reading the Inquirer.
Right.
So I know all the gossip. You can test me.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, that's really impressive. You probably
And I love
Okay, who was this week's good fit for each other? Catherine O'Hagel and Barney Johnson. You know all that's in here? There's nothing in here. I mean, I'm trying to find I'm dying for a piece of news here. He knows all of it, he says.
He thinks that this is all there is to celebrity news.
He really does.
That's why he never
doesn't
knows
understand that this is just
modern.
filler for the old ladies who haven't gotten over this subscription at the grocery store.
I mean, if he went on Fa Moi on Reddit, he
Oh
would
my
die.
God. This is the type of trash he's reading. Look at this. Gwen Stefani ready to bust out again. Wants new boobs, but Blake likes the way things stand. And then it's showing comparisons of all her tits. Gwen Stefani, a real nice way to treat one of rock's, queen of rock, Gwen Stefani. Oh, here we go. Pedro Pascal, he's got his own magazine. I might get a subscription to this. This is his own magazine. Pedro Weekly.
Inside his private
I'm getting a little
world.
sick of him, too. When I found out he was funny, I started losing respect for him. I will not
Joel?
watch
What about
that show.
Joel?
No. Joel. And by the
Well-
way, that girl on The Last of Us is disgusting.
You might like season
She's
2
disgusting. Did she die? Maybe they blow her head off, that hereditary-looking girl from Last of Us. I can't stand her. I hope her head gets hit by a sign. All right, let's see. Bill Maher's going to finish this up here.
TMZ.
Wow.
You love them? Have they been
Yes.
good to you?
So good. They show a clip of mine like every week.
Wow.
Cool.
Harvey, you don't watch TMZ?
No, I don't have a
Oh, I love
television.
TMZ.
I just got rid of my
I get all
television.
my TV news from TMZ.
Well, I know
And they're
someone-
like rolling his eyes at him, but meanwhile, they're like the biggest millennial boomers. You're like next in line to Bill's bullshit. You are like 8 steps removed from the cool people like us. So they're like rolling their eyes at like the boomer stuff he does, but meanwhile, it's like, you know, you guys are very lost in terms of generational coolness.
who used to be a paparazzi. They like to be called street journalists, I found out.
Yeah.
But I know a street journalist, and I'm big into like pop culture. And I love street journalists because that's how I always know when celebrities are in New York. And he gave me the exact location of Justin Bieber. And I met Justin Bieber because of TMZ, kind of. So
This was a goal of yours?
that was a big goal of mine, yeah.
Did you lose a bet?
If it makes you happy,
That was a goal of yours? What, did you lose to Justin Bieber? Isn't that a joke? Wake up, Bill. These are millennials. Didn't you read about Hailey Bieber's widening midsection in the Globe? All right, well,
You
what's
can
our
keep
next
playing
code?
from this part
Play
for
here.
one more second.
If it gives you a little joy,
What?
the tabloids. If it's like your thing, fucking do it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you like reality TV?
Fuck them.
I agree.
Plus, it keeps me up with lots of people who are my friends in the business who I don't see often. If I don't see them that much, it's like,
your
look,
Facebook.
Woody Harrelson's in London. I haven't talked
Woody
to him in a couple of
Harrelson.
months.
Yeah.
I see that, it's like, oh, good.
I thought the Inquirer stuff was untrue, like it was all untrue stuff. Like,
No, absolutely not. Some of it is, well, you have to know how to read it. Like, if they say you're
So
done.
it is. I have to know. If you want to hear about Kourtney Kardashian's cellulite, this picture is in every one of these rags this week. This
Really?
picture of her hugging Adam 22. And then is this Amy Schumer? No, that's Rather Cheeky. Oh, it is Amy Schumer. Listen to this. Still snatched, rather cheeky. Thank you so much for everyone's input on my face. Amy Schumer sniped after fans called her out for her puffier than normal appearance. And then I was like, holy shit, look at that. This is what you're reading, Bill? Rather cheeky. Whose side are you
little
on anyway? That's
story
Amy
for the
Schumer. She looks
people.
beautiful there, by the way. And then there's Jennifer Aniston,
Just go with it.
big star today. Okay, do we fast forward here now?
He talks more about the Inquirer, but
That's
are you
okay.
done with
I've
it?
understood
Okay,
this
you can go to
Inquirer's.
1422, but he loves it.
1422. Okay, let's see what happens here. Uh-oh. So we know Bill, one of our big YouTube videos is Bill versus Bella Thorne, who's been raped, over the coals every fucking day. By the way, how did Tom Green burn his foot? He got 3rd-degree burns on his foot. Listen to this story. Tom Green goes to the beach, and he walked over a pile of sand and burned his foot so severely that he was taken to the hospital because somebody was making a beach fire, and when they were done with the fire, they just threw sand over it. So all the hot coals were there, and then he stepped on the coals, burned his foot. But this doesn't add up because coal walking. They did this in The Office. I've seen this in several shows. You could walk over coals, mind over matter.
It
All you gotta
hurts a
do.
little.
And they walk pretty far over coals. He just stepped in a coals for 2 seconds, and then he's in the hospital with 3rd-degree burns. Wouldn't all these retreats have, patient after patient with 3rd-degree burns doing their fire walks? So I don't buy that. I think Tom actually was involved in some shady house fire that he probably started, which burned down somebody's property. Okay, look into it.
Sneaky.
Okay, what's he going to talk about here? Oh, this is, watch what he does here, because we cover, he gets grabby with women, and he's got the hots for sideshow. And if she hears me say sideshow, and she goes, oh, that's how you create. Yeah, if people are still calling you sideshow, and even new guys are calling you, that's what it is. It's like when these fat guys go, oh, you're going to call me fat? How original. Well, it's necessary, and you hate it. And believe me, no girl wants to be compared to Sideshow. I would refuse to even say the guy's name, his last name. Sideshow Bob. I just call her Sideshow. So that's my spin on it. I'm sure you've heard
That's nice.
Sideshow
That's
Bob,
unique.
Sideshow Bob. I call you Sideshow.
It's fresh but nostalgic.
Yeah. But he's got the high. He sees those. He's got a girl in the basement. Something needs to happen here, okay? The whole place stinks of Whitney from last week back here, where she gave birth to Bill's tongue. Let's see what he does here. Will he do a grab, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't think the problem was that people didn't have nice cars because, in No Scrubs, it's a scrub as a guy who thinks he's fly, but
get
then
no love.
has the crappy car. So I think it's someone
Right.
who thinks they're a lot better than they are.
Look, men have so much to make up for. I never.
Right.
I never.
I agree. Let's start.
Oh,
So I never begrudge.
wait. What did we see here? Oh, there it is. And Bill had to. So Bill's sitting over here. That's he had to get out of his seat to lean down and touch her boot. And she's definitely taking a look at that, going, oh, here we go. Just like always with these men, huh? So Bill thought
I mean,
he should
you don't have to
do a
reach.
lean in and grab her leg. Look
Right.
at this.
I never.
I agree.
Here's the grab.
Let's start.
Grab. Ooh, and there's a split second. Where,
I agree.
watch her face.
Let's start.
She's looking right at that grab. And that's a New York. These girls from New York, they got sexual assault on their mind 24/7. They're looking.
I mean, he had to use his whole body weight to push himself up out of the chair.
Typical man, this is what they do. They're trying to... Now, what's wrong? You should probably have sex with Bill Maher if you're offered it on Club Random. Right? Wouldn't you have sex with Bill?
I probably would.
100%.
I mean, what are you going to do?
So there she is. And you saw it too, and now you're all negative because she always gets the guys, right? Because she's not an obese pig, disgusting with this nose, right? She's better than you. So when you're standing side by side, they always pick her at the bar. You're so sick of it, right? You've had enough with it. You're resenting her to high heavens over this crap. And then she pretends, oh, no, don't worry. I'll tell the guy to fuck off. Or ride or die with you, right? Yeah, right. She fucking can't stand you moping around. You know, she likes this attention. And you're like, typical male. Yeah, he's probably going over to her because you're so ugly? Yes.
Oh my God.
That's why.
I love this. So I never begrudge, when you want to okay, now you be mean. Yeah, okay, you got it.
Okay, wait, go to 1727. I just thought this part was funny.
1727. Let's see what happens here. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's hear
this.
This
for me.
And it's interesting to see what terms are being developed in the vernacular to describe certain things, certain concepts, certain feelings, and two that have recently come up. And I know that there was a movie about this a long time ago, so the word has been around, but people are now using it frequently, is gaslighting. Gaslighting and love bombing. Are you familiar with love bombing?
Of course.
Yeah, and so these are tactics. I didn't even know what these words meant until, a couple years ago. And when I did learn about
love
them.
bombed.
Yeah?
That's a different kind of love bomb.
I'd love to.
Love bombing kind of sucks.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Go back, you missed it.
I am.
What did he do?
Listen to Corinne.
Okay, listen to Corinne here.
Love bombing kind of sucks.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I am.
I didn't hear it that time either.
Bill's
just
like,
tell us
I
what this.
wish that I would get love bombed. She goes, love bombing kind of sucks, though.
Okay, yeah, love bombing is their big problem. I guarantee that's not the problem you're having. A guy liking you too much, trying to trick you into thinking. Believe me, just take whatever you could get. You guys look like you work at the mortuary. All right, what's our next code here?
2900.
2900 and look at this. So you've seen me do stuff like this on the show. Hold on. Get this less than Jake battle out of here. Get this painting out of here. You've seen me do cool stuff. So whenever I'm working a Zippo, I'm doing, look at all these tricks I got here. And then when I close it, I'm doing whoop, whoop, putting it in the pocket. I'm doing stuff like this. But I'm doing it, it's a goof, okay? And I hate to break the fourth wall there or whatever it is, but it's a goof to look like a hot shot. Let's see. Will Bill do something similar to me?
Out, and I had this huge apartment to myself, and I converted the loft. There's a loft in the third floor.
You can hear the Zippo.
And I made it like this Alice in Wonderland themed. I wallpapered it. I went to thrift stores and got all these vintage prints and just I covered the ceiling in flowers.
Whoa, did you see what? Okay, so I'm going to zoom in over here so you can see. They're going to cut to Bill and look how he puts away his Zippo.
I went to thrift stores and got all these vintage prints and just I covered the ceiling in flowers.
Did you see that? I mean, and he doesn't talk about it. He doesn't go, did you see that? Did you see my Zippo trick?
I went to thrift stores and got all these vintage prints and just I covered the ceiling in flower vines and I just smoked
Hell
weed.
yeah, with the exhale there. That was fucking cool.
He kind of wanted
All
them
these
to
vintage
comment
prints
on
and
it.
just I covered the ceiling in flower vines and I just smoke weed and read books in there.
Hell yeah, this guy's fucking hot.
Okay, wait, keep playing for like 2 more seconds.
And it was
Look at this chilling
the time of my life.
So what years are we talking about?
That is a good one. Where did this shot even come from? Because I thought we had all that. This is the first time this shot has come in. It's another angle of them, but it's kind of, whoa, hold on,
Bill's
ladies.
head interviewing them from the corner.
You're going to slide off the fruit by the foot brand couch. Look how miserable they are. And they know this is going nowhere. So they're 29 minutes in. Look at this mope. It's like, why don't you take this opportunity to showcase your personality? No, you're just going to sit there like this? Why? Why would you guys come on with this attitude? And by the way, did you read the comments, ladies? Bill's fans despise you because of what you are. They didn't even listen to you yet, and they despise you. That's the vibe you're putting out. You're putting out the vibe where people go, this is why I hate women. You're why a lot of people hate women. There's a lot of good guys out there who are terrible to women, but it's because of you. Okay, we're going to go to our next code here, 3145. And guys, it's okay. This is the type of woman, take your anger out on them, not your wife. You go to them. Anytime you're mad, give them a little shove. Well, legal, college, style, text shove that's perfectly fine and legal.
The person who does my hair, not that my hair needs doesing.
Bill's getting a huge laugh here. Now watch this. So Bill goes, the person who does my hair, not that my hair needs doesing. And Corinne, the thinner one, sideshow, bursts out laughing, giving the male gaze, the male attention, of course. Now, Corinne has seen, what's the boom body's name?
Corinne.
Olga? Helga? We're going to call her Helga. Helga has seen Corinne's sideshow, right?
No.
Oh, who's
I don't
sideshow?
know sideshow's
Okay,
name.
well, Helga and
Christina,
sideshow.
I think.
Christina. Helga sees sideshow dying laughing, almost giving the man too much attention. She's seen this in bars. She's seen sideshow do this while she's been having a bad night, and she knows, okay, sideshow's up to her old tricks again. So watch Helga's face after sideshow gives this overabundance of laughter to please the male. Look at Helga. Cut back to Helga. Oh, did you see the flutter of disgust? Watch Helga's face. Whoa, you're sick of guys. Sick of guys. I always know it when they're sick of guys. You think all guys suck, but no, it's you big fucking...
Somebody has to
Pig.
win, Bill. You got to laugh hard if you want to win, Bill. Look at how happy
And
he
Bill,
is.
she's invisible. Again, Helga, you've made yourself invisible. Like you always do at the bar. Not funny to you, huh? Whoa! A ghoul sip. Because of her body type. Okay, let's go to this last code here, 4120. And this is about where they end here. Yeah, this is really weird. So here, we're at the end of the show, and out of nowhere, Bill does this.
No context?
I can't, no, contacts don't feel good in my
40
eyes.
minutes.
I can't, never wear rings or, you know, I wear a watch here, I guess just.
They're having a
because,
fine convo, and then
I'm
this.
dressing up for you or something.
Thank
But I don't
you.
usually wear
We're
a
honored.
watch and no
Thank you.
jewelry. You know, I don't like, I can't be in a, it's the same way I want to be alone. I think.
I don't like bracelets, so I
right,
get
I
it.
don't like being
alone in every
adorned.
way.
You know, I
Right.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
All right, well,
Solitaire.
I gotta go back to my day job.
What the fuck?
So cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, how are you guys not shocked by that?
No,
They're in
so
mid-conversation,
short.
and then he just goes, all right, I got to get back to my day job, and then just go, thank you. Wouldn't you be like, what, huh? We flew from New York to be here. Like her drink is like 75% full. She's just starting to get a little buzz, and now they got to go back into the Uber into sunny Philadelphia there.
All right, well,
Solitaire.
I gotta go back to my day job.
This is so cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Group
Job well
hug.
done, guys.
Hug, that's fine.
Hell yeah.
See some of these comments.
Got me old sitcoms.
Yeah.
Such a pleasure.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Oh,
Great
I
meeting
could
you.
have done it all day.
Let's see what happens here. I would love to. I lost 4 minutes of my life that I won't ever get back. Wow, you only gave them 4 minutes. Well, that's 42 minutes I'll never be able to get back.
Okay.
So one guy with 4, one guy with 42. Who are these women? With a negative tone by me. This is exactly what's wrong with the world.
Jeez.
That was the shortest episode ever, probably because who are those two? This week, and by the way, he didn't introduce them on the show at all.
No.
He just opens the show and they started talking. He never says who they are, where they're from. This week, Bill interviews 2 Waffle House waitresses. Have we run out of actual celebrities to review? Review. Interview. Have we run out of actual celebrities to review? Not here at Red Bar. This podcast is all some bizarre fever dream at this point. I'm actually so bored with this that I'm going to watch the State of the Union address, which will show that real quick because we actually... Did you see the Red Bar mention in the State of the Union?